we are at the school, they taught us how to wear it, how it is important, and every day in the school they are talking about these things. You have to wear this ugly scarf and these clothes. And then after some time, you start to compare yourself with other people around the world, and you think and you start questioning about these things, and then you will be a different person, and still you have to tolerate it.
So what happened on the day that your life changed? What were you wearing?
I was in a chess tournament in Shanghai. It was World Women's Chess Championship, and you know, I didn't want to cover all my hair because I'm not I'm not one of those religious people. So I wanted just keep my hijab in a way that I'd be able to come back to Iran and I live there. So I wore a loose hijab to show that I don't believe it, but still I am following the instructions.
So a loose hijab, it means a lot of your hair was showing?
Yes.
So it would be on the back of the hair?
Yeah,
or?
I had my hijab on the back of my head. And then, you know, it's like many Iranian women, when you go to Iran, you see that a lot on the street, people wearing loose hijab because they don't believe it, so they are just saying that we have to do it. And yeah, I think that's a message as well.
So were you sending a message that day? When you wore it loose?
Yes.
You were sending a message to Iran, to the authorities?
I mean, it's not only me. I am just one of those million women in Iran. We all are same, and I'm just one of them. Yeah, I was sending this message to the government, to the authorities in Iran, that I don't want to wear hijab, but I am wearing it because I have to, because it's a force and there is no other option. And yeah, that's why I wore loose hijab.
And what happened?
And then there was some photos of me from different angles, but the Iranian media used one of my photos from an angle that they couldn't see my scarf at the back of my head. And then they decided to condemn me. They wrote that I didn't wear hijab deliberately in order to protest against it. And no one contacted me, I mean, before writing these things, so they just wrote lie, and they said that I did that deliberately. I had no headscarf, while I had it, but loose. And yeah, then after the game, I went to the hotel, because during the tournament, we are not allowed to use our mobile. I went there, I checked my mobile, and then I saw many messages. It was shocking.
How grave would this be? Is it a mistake that would end your job? Is it a mistake that would endanger your life? Where does it sit? You
know, the punishment of not wearing hijab in Iran, it's lashing, being in prison, and you know, invalidation of passport. So there are many people in prison because of these things in Iran. At that point, I was just shocked. I didn't know what happened to my life because I couldn't take the risk and danger to come back to Iran and being in prison. So I just decided to talk to the president of the federation. I asked him if they can provide a guarantee letter for me that if I come back to Iran, I will be safe. But they just couldn't do that. They said that, no, we cannot.
Did you ever consider that you would come to the UK or go to China and not return to Iran? Was that ever part of the plan?
I had a ticket to Iran, of course. You know, my family are in Iran. My home is in Iran. I was living there. No, I had no plan to coming to UK.
Your husband is
Yeah, I am married and my husband is in Iran.
And he stays there?
Yes.
So how do you feel being here with, I mean, you haven't gone back for another suitcase to get things, to see people, to say goodbye?
No. Sorry. Sorry.
Do you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had a chance to say goodbye.
Do you think you will have a chance to go back to Iran again in your lifetime?
I don't know, because as long as this regime is in Iran, I don't have a chance, so they'll see what is going to happen in Iran in future.
If you could go back, if you turn back the clock, would you do things differently that day in Shanghai at the tournament? Or do you think you did the right thing and there is a liberty in what you've done?
What happened to me is very painful, but I'm not regret. I mean, maybe if I knew this thing's going to happen to me, I was trying to protect myself, and maybe I would wear my scarf in a better way. But still, I don't have any regrets, because I think now at least I can be myself. I don't need to pretend that I am something else. And it's not easy to, all your life you have to pretend that you are something else that you are not. So at least it feels good that I can be myself. Also, the cost is huge, but I think I made the right decision.
Sure, Bayat. Thank you.
Thank you.